Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another 5-Minute Friday with Startup TNT. And we're pleased to have a guest today from the life sciences space, considering we're right in the middle of our Life Sciences Investment Summit, Stephanie Yeboah with Nanogram. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So Stephanie, your company, Nanogram, just participated in our fall Saskatchewan Summit. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your company and what it does?
Sure. Yeah. So Nanogram's a full-scale compounding pharmacy, which means we make drugs and custom medications for humans and animals. And animals being everything from companion animals, so your cats and dogs, livestock herds, bee colonies, exotic animals, whatever, anything, you name it. So that's not a typical thing in the pharmacy world right now. And then, so how I qualified for the summit was that there's a tech component to what we're doing here. So we're working on an online platform so pharmacies, vets, and doctors can access our database of formulas and order the exact custom medication they need for their patients and have that product delivered to their place of business within a few business days.
Right. And this is a big issue because some of these pharmacies can't afford to do it on their own, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and I've even heard from, some colleagues that, for example, they got to go to, there's only one place in the city and it's all the way across the city to get a particular drug that their kid needs, for their prescription and for to deal with stuff. And that's the problem that you're solving with that.
Absolutely. Yep. You hit it on the nose.
Yeah. So as I said, you joined our fall investment summit here, the sort of inaugural TNT Saskatchewan summit, and you did really well. And what made you decide to join our investment summit in the first place?
Yeah, I guess, well, the business concept that I'm proposing doesn't really exist in the pharmacy world in Canada yet. So even though I'm a pharmacy at the core, we're still a startup. And so I got involved with the summit to jump into the Saskatchewan startup scene and raise some startup capital.
Awesome. Right. And what ended up being the benefits for you from going through this process?
Yeah, other than raising capital. Yeah.
That's always nice, right?
Yeah, that's always nice. It was just a fantastic experience to get some insight and perspective from the TNT team and interested investors. And I think in a way, it allowed me to see areas of strength and some areas that needed modification in my business plan. So it was great.
Right. Yeah, it's really important to get some of those intangible values that other than just that dollar value at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
exactly.
Right. And you're a life sciences company. It's in a heavy regulatory space and something that might be difficult for some investors to invest in. And with our life sciences summit going on right now, do you got any advice for founders out there on how to best approach and talk to investors about their company and how to raise money from them?
Yeah, so that can definitely be hard. I think at times it's harder for the public and investors to understand exactly what a life sciences company does and why their product or why they could be valuable. So, probably a lot of the companies you're working with have gotten involved with the positive startup community. That's a great first step. I know for myself, I found it really important to focus on attaching value to your product, be it a service or scientific innovation, beyond just defining what it is and how you think it should be used. Like you only have a short amount of time in front of these investors or to pitch. It's such a small window. So focusing on the value of your product and less on technical details upfront is really important.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so great to hear. And you're founding your company here in Saskatchewan, in the center of the prairies. What makes Saskatchewan a great place to start a startup for you?
Yeah. So Saskatchewan, I've lived in both Saskatchewan and BC. Both have been great. Saskatchewan actually has a really great group of startups. So Innovation Places here, there's this ecosystem of like a community pretty much of companies starting up and the foundation is really good. It's home for me as well. So I have the support of friends and family, but it just seemed like a great place to start something new with all the resources that are here.
Right. And if you were to talk to a founder that's looking to start a company in the life sciences sector, what would be sort of your advice on that first steps that they should take to get going?
Yeah. just really sitting down, I guess, and looking at what exactly you have to offer. Look and getting, people to come in, try to poke some holes in it, see where you can maybe need to tweak it, maybe need to sort of change your perspective. And then just surrounding yourself with people who are going to support you through this, because the beginning phase is tough. When you're getting out there, putting yourself out there, putting your product out there for the world to see, and asking the world for money.
Yeah. It's not easy asking, for other people to put their money in your business.
Exactly. And trust that you're going to do good things with it.
Right. Well, you clearly won the trust of our investors, with the sizable side deal that you ended up seeing. Yeah, I guess just sort of my last sort of question here would just be, you've got a lot on your plate, and you're going to be, I think, launching really soon here with Nanogram. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about what's up and coming for Nanogram?
Right. So yes, very busy. That's an understatement. So there's a lot in terms of when a pharmacy is starting, a lot in terms of the regulatory processes. We have to go through the checks and balances. And then on the more exciting front, the software development has begun. So it's a new world for me, but it's really exciting to see all those pieces kind of come together. And we're launching April 25th. So launch day is coming up.
Awesome. And where can people find more information about Nanogram and maybe contact you if they want to?
Yep. So they can go onto the website. It's prescriptioncompounding.ca. And all the contact information is on there if you want to reach me.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Stephanie, for joining us today. This has been fantastic. And we'll be looking out for the launch of your company on April 25th. Can't wait.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Stephanie. I hope everyone has a great day.
You too.